Hello, everyone, and welcome to Leadership is Everyone's Business, presented by Matt Prokopka. First, I want to start off with my leaders and role models. Many different categories for who people look to. In the reading, it was interesting. I found that many young people and younger demographics tend to look towards celebrities and sports stars and family members as their role models. And as people get in their later stages of life, they turn to other categories. And I find the people I look to for leadership are my family members. My mom and dad have had a tremendous influence on me, along with my grandparents. They just lead by example. They've modeled how to go through life, how to make good decisions. They've been through everything that we're currently going through, like having kids, getting married, buying a house, and they kind of show you the way to go. Friends, same idea. If you bought a house and you're looking for advice on how to handle certain situations or go through, you look towards people with experience to kind of lead you to where you want to be. Also, I find colleagues, professionally, I kind of look for people who I want to strive to be similar to or have good ideas. And obviously look towards the business leaders and political leaders and pretty much anybody who's had success. I think people who have success have good values, ethics, are people I tend to, and are also positive, are people I tend to look for as role models in my leaders. It is important to recognize ourselves as leaders. I do recognize myself as a leader. I am a father and a family member. I have a beautiful daughter, Lexi, and she looks to me for guidance for everything. Everything I do, everything I say, she will mimic and follow. It is important to set a good example to set her off in the right direction in life. My family members will look to me for leadership in times of good and bad, in terms of what I do and staying positive in situations. I do feel like I'm a valued colleague. I try to take a leadership role in as many things I can at work, whether it be a student council advisor and planning school fundraisers, activities, and events, making a presentation to the board, making a presentation to our department. I try to be a vocal leader and a positive leader at my school. I'm a teacher, and obviously I have students that look up to me. Hopefully can serve as a role model to students in terms of how I dress, how I act, how I behave myself, how I handle myself in times of stress. The professionalism I try to exhibit every day in school, and realizing these students are looking towards me for guidance. I'm also a coach, and I've coached many different sports in my time in Cinnamons in high school. And there's players looking to you for guidance, not only on the field, but in the classroom and how I handle myself in certain situations. So to become a better leader is something you need to practice. A lot of people think you're either born a leader or not. In the reading, it does agree with what I always thought is you can become a better leader. It is a skill that can be learned. I think the best way you can do to become a more effective leader is practice. In the speech that we viewed by the presenter from Google, it takes about 10,000 hours to become an expert in any given task. So it just takes practice, and continuing to learn, becoming an expert in your field, and staying motivated. If you want to be a leader, you have to be motivated to be better in whatever field you are, and not just complacent to be happy where you are. You want to be motivated to contribute to whatever field you are in, to make that field better and leave it in a better spot than when you entered it. Reflection is always important, not only for leaders, but just in daily life. That includes daily self-reflection, taking a minute at the end of every day and say, okay, what went well, what went bad today, making sure you keep an eye on your vision. If you have a goal, you want to say, okay, what did I do today to get closer to that goal? What inhibited me from reaching that goal? And what can I kind of rethink to further my chances of achieving that goal? You want to think about what are your current strengths and weaknesses, and what am I doing good? What am I doing bad? Where do I need to improve? What do I need to change? You want to evaluate your relationships. You can't do everything yourself. You want to evaluate the trust that you have with your coworkers. Has there been any kind of conflict that needs to be resolved? Could there any additional relationships be built to further your quest or achieve your quest to establish your vision and to evaluate and plan for any challenges you may be facing. Um, Reflection is a very important part of, as a science teacher, after a laboratory, we always have to think about what could we have done better to make our next lab more successful. And that's an important aspect of leadership. Is thinking about what has happened and how can you make the next stage that much better. My definition of humility is having a grounded self-perception. Realizing your role may not be as important as you might have intended. Realizing you don't have all the answers. Not having ego. One of the lines that really stuck out with me in the reading was, dig a hole, throw your ego into it, and cover it with concrete. You have to realize that the values and opinions others may have might be better than your opinion. I think too many times people who get into some powerful positions forget that other people have great ideas, and collectively we are stronger as a team than an individual, and that can never be forgotten. So humility is remembering where you came from, remembering who you are, and remembering that other people's other values and opinions are just important as your own. Seizing the moment always comes back to a quote or part of a quote from the U.S. hockey coach, 1980 team, Herb Brooks. Great moments are born from great opportunity. And every day provides countless opportunities to make a difference. If you are not a leader or don't consider yourself to be a leader, leadership really is in the moment. There's countless moments in a day where you can step up and establish yourself as a leader through times of adversity, through times when they're trying to find a new initiative at work, or if your boss says, I need somebody to take on this new project, anybody have any volunteers? These are the moments where you can assert yourself from the pack and become a leader. Taking a role that you might not be comfortable with, but it's maybe something you want to be. Stepping outside the box, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and seizing that opportunity that can take you from the norm to a leader. And that's about seizing the moment. My secrets to success, my personal secrets to success would be staying hungry, meaning it's always great to appreciate what you have and what you accomplished, but you also want to have that drive to accomplish more. Never stay completely satisfied with what you currently have. You want to make your field better, improve your craft, and keep getting improved every day. It's a dangerous line. A lot of the times when people stay hungry, they never feel like they are happy with where they are. So you do always have to appreciate everything you have and how fortunate you are, but you have to make sure you want to continue to get better. And never losing sight of where you've came from. That's my part of staying humble. I think humility is an important aspect of being a leader. Can't forget where you came from. Can't forget that other people have great opinions, and using the people around you and establishing the relationships will be critical for you being an effective leader. And you can never stop learning. The presenter from Google said, stay in love, and I agree with that. You have to love your field. You have to want to keep getting better in your field, never get tired of it, never get bored of it, and continue to want to be better in the field. And learning more and more about your field and the world around you will continue to make you a better leader. And lastly, never quit. There will be many failures along the path to success, and you just have to keep up, getting up, dusting yourself off, and continuing down that path, because anything worth doing will have failure along that road. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.